Good morning. Thanks for joining me today for our daily devotion. Glad you're here. Hope you had a great night. You're looking forward to a great day. We had several birthdays over the weekend that we need to mention. So it was Doug Wagaman's birthday and Lois Muehlbach's birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday to Doug and Lois. Yesterday was Troy Tellinghusen's birthday, so happy birthday, Troy. And today is Corbin Schrottberger's birthday. It's his 21st. So happy birthday, Corbin. This is a great day, a big milestone for you. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Oh, here it is. This was the cat photo over the weekend. I thought was absolutely adorable. Look at those little kitties and their pumpkins. So cute. And then there's this one today. There's a little kitty afraid of the Halloween costume or a decoration, Halloween decoration. And it says, "Who goes there? Poor Ivy does not like the look of this stiff interloper one bit. But Ivy was rescued from the wild. She loves being an indoor cat now. She's very shy around strangers and new decorations like this Halloween cat." But in Ivy's defense, you can never be too careful when Halloween rolls around. So cute. Cute, cute. Well, today is the feast day of St. Simon and St. Jude. They were two of the original apostles. This Simon is not Simon Peter, but Simon the Zealot. And Jude is also known as Thaddeus and is reported to be the half-brother of Jesus. So we remember those beloved saints today and thank God for their witness. But I would rather talk about Reformation. And we'll probably talk about it again on Wednesday. But yesterday was Reformation Sunday, and so we commemorated the Reformation and talked a lot about Martin Luther and his contributions to the church. The most notable was translating, of course, the Bible, the New Testament, from Greek into German, and then later the Old Testament from the Hebrew and Latin into German. So that the common person, if they could read, the common person could read it for themselves and decide for themselves what it meant, rather than depending on the church or the priest or the pastor to tell them. And that had tremendous implications because Luther was the first one to really write down anything significant in German. And so in doing that, he cemented the High German dialect. And this became really important because when the Brothers Grimm came along in the 18th century and they started writing down their fairy tales, they also wrote a dictionary, and they used Luther's Bible for vocabulary. So Luther had far-reaching implications. His work had far-reaching implications. He was by far the most prolific writer of the last 1,000 years. And as I said yesterday, we don't have to wonder about what he thought about this or that or the other thing because he wrote it all down. And if he happened to be speaking and not writing, somebody else wrote it down. He had students around him all the time taking notes and writing down, in some cases verbatim, the things that he was talking about. Luther was no saint. He was earthy. He was intolerant. He was absolutely convinced he was right, but not in... he was arrogant, but I don't mean it in a bad way. He was arrogant in the sense that he was absolutely convinced he was right, which is the kind of hubris that you need when you're setting out to change the world. So I have a hard time faulting him for that. But of course, there's cost. There's great cost when you set out to change the world, and there was some of that to be paid too. So Another really important contribution is that he and his wife Katie felt that education should be available to everyone, and so they invited the neighborhood kids over to the garden, and Luther would teach them Bible stories, and he taught them how to read and write and things like that. And so the German word for kinder, or for children, I should say, is kinder, and the German word for garden is Garten. And so you put those two together, you get kindergarten. And that's why the first level of formal education is called kindergarten and not first grade, because it's named in honor of Martin and Katie Luther and the work that they did with not only their own children. They had 10, not only their own children, but also the children in the neighborhood. So just a few things about Martin Luther. If you want to hear more, I preached far more yesterday. And there are, I mean, just tons of books, movies, documentaries, all sorts of things. PBS has lots of good resources. There's a great movie that's called A Return to Grace. It's a docudrama where it's part movie where it's acted out, and then there are seminary professors who come in and make commentary on what's just happened. It's really very well done. That's probably my favorite Luther biopic right now because of the commentary of the seminary professors. I think it's very, very good. And we'll be showing that at the church on Sunday if you're interested in that. So in any event, we give thanks to God for Luther and for his witness to the gospel, and his bravery, even as we remember Saint Simon and Saint Jude today for their bravery and their willingness to share the gospel, ultimately to their peril. So we will say our morning prayer and maybe the Lord's Prayer and call it a day. So we give thanks to you, O God, through Jesus Christ, your dear Son, that you have protected us through the night from all harm and danger. We ask that you would also protect us today from sin and all evil, so that our life and actions may please you. Into your hands we commend ourselves, our bodies, our souls, and all that is ours. Let your holy angels be with us, so that the wicked foe may have no power over us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Hey, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. Do what you can to bring some love and light into the world, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.